Yeehaw! And welcome back to the Southern Snack, or shall I say, the summer snack, where life is too short to be serious, and summer is also too short to be serious. That's why we love summer fun, right? Right. Okay. So, anyways, what we got here? We got a long video, that's for sure. But I'll try and keep this part short, right? Of course, I'm going to have a short form video for this item specifically. And the Twinkie and the Blue Raz Slurpee. The Blue Raz Slurpee is not going to be featured in this review. I tried it beforehand and only did a short, so I didn't prepare. I didn't plan. But that's okay because it was delicious and it's worth trying, and you'll hear me mention that later on in this video, but I thought I'd get that out of the way just to let you know. So these new Mountain Dew flavors for the summer have been a hit. Infinite Swirl, also not going to be in this video, did a whole single video for that already. That was a hit. That's exclusive to 7-Eleven. The 3 new Patriotic Dews also hit. A lot of people are loving this flavor the most. The Freedom Fusion. It's the why am I saying pineapple? I don't know. It's peach and lemonade. And so I was like, is this going to taste like the peach candy lemonade that 7-Eleven just did, the Slurpee that they just had? That was my question. It's like, you know, that's my conclusion. They're just rebranding it for this collab, and they could. But I tried the Mountain Dew, and to me, even though people were saying it tastes like peach candy or peach rings inside a lemonade, to me, the drink, after trying it, and you know, after trying Slurpee and then trying that drink, to me, this is less sweet. This is not peach rings and lemonade to me. I tasted I could taste the candied peach, right? The peach candy in that Slurpee, and I could tell the difference. This one's less sweet to me, or the Dew was less sweet to me. So we'll see about the Slurpee, but the Dew was less sweet. I gave it a 7.5. I loved the Slurpee, the peach candy lemonade Slurpee. So we'll have to see if this reminds me more of the Mountain Dew, if it is going to be a rebrand of the peach candy lemonade. Who knows? Let's get to it, and then the rest of the video is going to be super long too, but I just wanted to give you just a preview what to expect. Lots of snacks, lots of fun things, you know, thumbnail's gonna have it all. But yeah, let's try it out. This boy's thick. I definitely taste the Dew citrus in here, right? It's not just the peach candy and lemonade. Now, I think this does taste more candy-like than the soda that I tried a few weeks ago. But it's definitely got that Dew profile in it. Oddly enough, I think I preferred the soda, because for some reason I'm tasting a lot of Dew in this, and when they do variations and stuff, I don't typically taste a whole bunch of Dew. Like, there's subtle notes of it. This one's a little bit more Dew forward than I'm usually accustomed to. I give it a solid 7, right? It's decent. You get nice burst of peach, lemonade, kind of candy notes, but also notes of Mountain Dew. So, not my favorite Slurpee, and it's really weird because I loved the peach candy lemonade Slurpee they had. Recommend it over this one if you can find it. But yeah, there's a noticeable difference, at least on my end. I can taste Mountain Dew. So yeah, I know 5 minutes in, you feel like this is a long video at this point, right? But we got lots more ground to cover. So stay tuned. let's keep it. As I've mentioned previously, sometimes it's hard to explain what's going on at 7-Eleven, but you know, life happens and you go with it. So why did I bring that up? Well, you've got this strawberry lemonade donut that for some reason, somehow the frosting just has completely melted on me, yet it's been in AC the entire time, inside, in a cold building, and somehow, some way, it melted. The other thing is that sometimes you go to a 7-Eleven and you find the most random thing that's available that even employees will say, well, that's the first I've seen that. And then you just don't see it elsewhere. You go to 100 7-Elevens and you only see it at the one. So it's very weird, very intriguing, but I always have fun with this, right? So a blueberry fritter that I have never seen at 7-Eleven before. Employees had never seen it. And then you got the strawberry lemonade donut, which has melted somehow. But yeah, we'll take a bite of each and kind of tell you what we think about these. So looks like it's filled with some blueberries too. Let's try it out. I love the one from Wawa, by the way. So I don't think there's like legit blueberries in here. You know, it does use real blueberries. Like that's the color of a real blueberry. But there's like a blueberry swirl. It's not bad. I wish it had more flavor to it, but the touch of blueberry is pretty solid. I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. I think 6 is fair. All right, jumping into the strawberry lemonade donut. It's supposed to have a lemonade filling, so we're going to cut into it and look at it, right? There you go. Messy hands. But yeah, it's got like looks like a lemon custard filling, which I don't mind. You can't go wrong with lemon custard, right? So let's try it. That's essentially what it is. There's not really any lemonade vibe to this, but it's a very good lemon custard filling. Strawberry is not super strong, but I think it's there. It's definitely there. So it's like you take two favorite desserts, 2 favorite donuts, a lemon custard filled donut, and some strawberry icing, and you combine the two, and it's very solid. Wish it was bursting with a little bit more flavor, but I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a nice dessert, very good. I definitely prefer it to the Tahini Mango Nata donut. But if anything, I guess this kind of sets us up on a schedule, kind of what to expect. You know, when you see a new donut, it's only like they're only going to be doing it for about a month. So jump on it. Anytime you see a new donut, jump on it, go get it, grab it. Unless it's stupid. I was in a 7-Eleven the other day. They had 2 donuts, a Tetris donut and a Pride donut. And there's nothing special to them. They had sprinkles. That's the only thing to them. The Tetris was a glazed, and the Pride was a white chocolate iced or vanilla iced. It was stupid. So, and you know what? I'm sure that Pride donut, the money went all to 7-Eleven. So what are you doing with that? Like, what are you doing buying that donut? Nothing. So, I don't know. It makes me scratch my head sometimes. But those are 2 desserts that are at 7-Eleven now, or at least a 7-Eleven out there in the world. So, anyways, to the next part. I usually review snacks for this channel, but I thought this would be a cool little segment. 8 different snacks from 7-Eleven that I thought were pretty interesting. We'll do the new ones first, and then you can skip past the ones you may not think are relevant. So, my stomach's feeling a little rough. But anyways, we'll start with garlic bread potato chips. These are new, limited time flavors. Interesting choice over hot dog. They've done hot dog chips before. They were pretty good. I'd like to see them again. These definitely hit a very strong amount of flavor. Like this garlic bread flavor, it's garlicky, it's cheesy. I think it's better than Lay's. Yeah, I love this. This is like eating Texas toast. Yes. And it might be just the thick crunch of the potato chip that really adds something to this over your standard thin, flaky Lay's potato chip that they use for the garlic bread flavor. But I'm gonna give those a 10. Those are really good. Now, speaking of flaky, we've got kettle chips here. Honey Dijon, limited time only, 7-Eleven. Let's crack these bad boys open and try them. Not super bold, a little bit of a tang, a little bit of sweetness. I definitely want more from them. But the flavor profile is definitely interesting. I give them a 6.5. All right. Now, we could stick to chips or we could pivot. I think we're gonna pivot. They got a new 7-Eleven raspberry Slurpee gummy. They also have a cherry gummy bear that you can get, but it ain't a Slurpee cup, right? So this is very interesting. Kind of small, but anyways. Again, not super bold. Could be a little bit more flavorful. Pretty good blue raspberry flavor there. Nothing sour about it, so if you're not a sour candy fan, you ain't got to worry about that. I give it a solid 7. Pretty good piece of candy there. Pretty good size. So, blue raspberry Slurpee gummy. Cool, cool, cool. All right, moving on. We'll try the cherry cotton candy. Slurpee cotton candy. It's supposed to be topped on, you're supposed to put it on top of your Slurpee, but obviously you can just eat it as is. Of course, it tastes like your standard pink cotton candy. Nothing super special about it, but very fluffy, very enjoyable, especially for it to be at a convenience store. They did a very solid job. 8 out of 10. Expect the same out of blue raspberry. It's going to taste like blue cotton candy. So don't overhype yourself when you go into the grocery store thinking this is going to be like this groundbreaking taste of a cotton candy. I'm getting it all over my fingers. It's going to taste like your blue and your pink cotton candies that you always get, right? Yep. Your standard blue cotton candy right there. Again, you can't find cotton candy everywhere. I know Walmart, well, you might be able to now that you've got a couple companies that focus on that, on getting it into grocery stores. So, but you can't find it at all gas stations, right? So, cool to see 7-Eleven selling them. Both very good flavors. You know, could you say this is false advertising? I don't know. It's that way. It doesn't taste like a Slurpee, right? It tastes like normal cotton candy. But if you know what to expect, then yeah. I mean, come on. Who hates cotton candy? All right. Man, it's going to be a long video. So, we'll do prime rib chips now. I think I've had these before. It's been a while. I'm thinking there might be some horseradish in here too. Yep, there's au jus and horseradish flavoring. It's interesting, but it's not for everyone. You can definitely taste the meatiness to it. I don't know. It's a little tangy. I'm gonna give them a 6. I thought about a 7, but they're a little too heavy on horseradish. All right, buffalo chicken dip. I probably had these before too when they were new. Packaging doesn't look familiar, but packaging changes all the time, so who knows. Very interesting profile. Definitely get a good amount of cheese, a good amount of buffalo. You can taste some chicken there too. Not too spicy. I give them 8. I think 8's good. All right. We're going to end this video off right here, right now with Jamaican jerk. They don't even have like a description on this one. Oh, that smells interesting. And the color's pretty interesting too. This one's also not really for everyone. It's very perplexing. Got some good notes of spice. Definitely reminds me of Jamaican jerk flavored items, such as Jamaican jerk chicken. I'm not so sure that it fits well with a chip. It's definitely perplexing. I think I like them a little less than the horseradish. Or you know, the steak chips. I'm gonna give them a 5. They're just, you know, I'm on the fence about them, right? So I'll be if you want to try them. But that's the snack part of this video. And again, a few more things, and we'll be done. It's crazy how many items that 7-Eleven likes to drop at one time, from food to snacks to soda. All kinds of crazy things going on for this midsummer for 7-Eleven. But yeah, I mean, I had to make all these different compilations again, and you know, never ready, never ever ready. But we're getting to it. We got a new Philly cheese steak taquito, new chicken nuggets. We'll look at everything better, but it'll all be in the thumbnail. A new spicy sweet chili wings. So let's do the chicken nugget first. We didn't get any dipping sauce. Looks like a Tyson chicken nugget, but hey, new chicken nuggets, right? Your standard Tyson chicken nugget. Don't buy those at 7-Eleven unless you're really hungry. I was thinking about giving them a 4, but they're just so bland and so kind of off-putting. And it's 7-Eleven, guys. And it's not the worst thing you'll ever eat. I'll give it a 3. All right, Philly cheesesteak taquito. Peppers, chili, cheese. You know, that does not look like a Philly cheese taquito. Let's see about the other one I got. I guess that's a Philly cheese taquito. That's what it was selling as. So. Okay. I found the vegetables. It's okay. It's nowhere as good as a Philly cheesesteak. You do get some semblance of it, but it's just okay. I'll give it 5. It's edible. It's like, you could down that real easy, but you know, all up to what you think. All right, these look kind of nasty, but this is the new spicy sweet chili. So surprisingly. And again, I'm sure the wings are way overpriced, but surprisingly, these have a good flavor profile. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of heat, good amount of savory flavor. Yeah, best food item of the 3 I've had is this segment of the review. I give them, I think a 7's good, right? 7 out of 10 for the wings. Nothing wrong with them. Good flavor. But, you know. Anyways, that is that part. And again, tell me what you're most excited about on the 7-Eleven menu. This is just a video that never ends, ain't it? All right, so we got a couple new or newer drinks from 7-Eleven. We got the first one we'll start with is Rocket Pop Replenish. It's basically their take on Gatorade with Rocket Pop flavor. You got cherry, lemon, and blue raspberry. So let's go ahead and try this. Again, it has all those flavors. It does taste like a melted bomb pop in a way. A little bit laid back. Not super strong. Of course, wow, 70% of your daily sugar value of sugar. So, I mean, still, like, you think about, like, a Mountain Dew that's a little bit smaller than this, that's got, like, double your values of sugar. Definitely more laid back. So I like it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. It hits flavor pretty well, but I like it a little bit more sweet, a little bit more in your face. So the other brand new summer drink that they have is a Rehydrate. So I'm not sure what the difference between Replenish and Rehydrate really is. I guess this one really ends your thirst. Replenish means you get energy. I don't know. But anyways, fruit punch, everybody. This one, oh, lots of sugar in this one too. Crazy stuff from 7-Eleven. So let's try this fruit punch Replenish. Just as I expected. It was giving off vibes that it would be like medicine. And, you know, just based off the bottle and the colors. And yeah, it's kind of medicinal. Kind of thick. In terms of texture, you get notes of cherry and other fruits here. It's not the worst thing I've ever had. It's not great either. Give that a straight up 3 out of 10. I'm gonna have to pour that out later today. All right, berry or citrus berry punch from Fruit Concentrate. This one sounds interesting. This one came out in the spring. This one has a lot of sugar, 136%. So I'm assuming this one's going to be good, right? It's not Replenish. It's not Rehydrate. It's just juice. So let's drink the juice, the blue jungle juice. That's the vibe. Raspberry, pineapple, lemon. You know, you gotta think about, this is not far off from what you get with Bomb Pop, right? You swap out cherry for pineapple, so maybe like a more tropical Bomb Pop. Citrus berry punch. I definitely think it's preferable as compared to the Bomb Pop. Not by miles. But that does kind of remind me of like a jungle juice. A little bit more tangy than jungle juice, but I think 8 that's out of 10. All right, pretty refreshing, right? So finish this video off with orange pineapple. All right, let's see if this is better. I think this might be better. This has to be better, right? This has to be the best one. Also introduced in the spring. Definitely better, but still not the best fruit juice I've ever had. I don't think. Definitely not as tangy. You still get the tang of this, the zesty tang of the orange, but you know that lemon is you know, more sour, right? Yeah. I give that 8. Sorry, 8.5. Jungle Juice was 8. This 8.5. I like this. I like both of them. But I think I've had better fruit juices in my life, right? More sugary, more artery clogging juices than this. But, you know. Anyways, on to the next. All right, so Taco Bell has some new breakfast items too. A breakfast taquito, which I may not have found by the time this video rolls together. If I did it, it'll be the next clip, but I doubt I'll find it. And then a breakfast pizza. I'm wondering if this will bring up nostalgia or not. It doesn't look like the right type of cheese for the breakfast pizza that we all grew up loving and knowing. And oh, this thing feels dry and tough. But we're gonna go ahead, take a bite, tell you what we think, and we'll keep this video rolling. Breakfast pizza. Pizza, pizza. It is super dry. Little notes of butter. Not the biggest fan of the cheese blend we've got here. A little bit of egg, a little bit of sausage. Nothing like that cafeteria, that school cafeteria breakfast pizza that you would get. That stuff was greasy. The cheese was super melty. Bread wasn't super dry. But it was, you had to be there. You had to experience it. It was just a dream. Maybe not the highest quality flavored pizza, but it was a dream. This thing is not great. It's not the worst thing you'll have, but it's not great. Dip it in some ranch if you risk it. I'm gonna give it a 3. There's some redeemable qualities about it, but most of it's just like, nah, right? So wouldn't give it a 1 or a 2. That's really, really, really bad. This is just bad, but not that bad, right? All right. This might be the longest video I ever do, but you know what? No regrets and no timestamps. No apologies. All right, so some more snacks, right? Some more drinks, some more snacks. Let's get to it. C4 and 7-Eleven have teamed up for an exclusive flavor creamsicle. Now, it is available online as well. If you want to buy it in bulk, go for it. I just did a short on it, a TikTok thing, and I'll have that uploaded as well. But pretty solid. And I'll take a couple sips for you now. It's bursting with orange flavor. There's no question about that. And of course, there is a good hint of vanilla here. I really like it. Again, I think it's a very solid mix here. I would give it 8.5. I think it could use a touch more vanilla. You know, some of these orange cream drinks just don't use quite enough in that mixture. There's always these combinations that have this perfect ratio, and so sometimes they just don't quite get there. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, so moving on. Do we stick to drinks? Yeah, we'll stick to drinks, and then we'll do snacks, right? So we've got 3 new zero sugar drinks from 7-Eleven. I bought one unintentionally, you know, not for this video, just because I thought it was cool. Kiwi strawberry. So that was the one I bought, and then come to find out that these zero sugar drinks are new. You got fruit punch, and you've got sweet tea. Interesting, zero sugar sweet tea you would never expect. Anyways, let's do a strawberry kiwi first, or kiwi strawberry. It's like your typical, now it's not as bursting, but it's like your typical kiwi strawberry drink. It definitely gives off Capri Sun vibes. If you ever had the Mountain Dew flavor Uproar when they did that, gives all those types of vibes. Of course, it's zero sugar, so not quite as sweet. And you know, you can get the indication that since it's kiwi first, kiwi strawberry, not strawberry kiwi, kiwi's the heavier flavor profile, and so it's a more laid back flavor. Not my favorite, but it is interesting. It's pretty refreshing. I'd say a 6, right? It's got some good notes. It's definitely different. Ooh, we're gonna make things fall. But yeah, I think a 6 is fair. All right, we're gonna do fruit punch next. You're like, why are you waiting to do sweet tea, Southern? Well, I don't know. I'm not a big sweet tea guy. I don't know. I may be from the South, but I don't know. Anyways, fruit punch. Again, with it being 0 sugar, it does feel like it's missing something, right? So this is apple, pineapple, and cherry. That's three fruits that are depicted. Definitely better than the kiwi one, but not like crazy. It's definitely what you would expect for like a 0 sugar fruit punch. You got the flavor, but it's not quite as like refreshing. I give it a 6.5. I think it's solid. You got something with it, but again, you know what you're getting into. All right, sweet tea without the sugar. Let's see if this is good. Let's see if this is worth a purchase. I've heard their tea's good from an employee, so how valid is that? I don't know. It's very herbal, very tea forward. I'm not sure I like that. I might be neutral towards this. Again, without the sugar, it just seems so weird. It's not as sweet. You would hope that these artificial sweeteners might come through and add some sweetness, but no, not really. I'm intrigued by it. Right? It's very interesting. Not the worst tea you ever had. I've had really bad teas. I'd give this a 5. I think it's you know, up to you if you want to really branch into that, but it's intriguing. All right, so the last two things are snacks. Maybe I should have started with these, but anyways, doesn't matter because this is a long video. Kickin' dill pickle corn nuts, 7-Eleven exclusive, limited edition. Let's try us some corn nuts. Let's get nutty up in here. Yeah. Corn nuts. You definitely get that pickle flavor. My golly, it's pretty strong. Like overwhelmingly pickle forward. Very crunchy. Heat level's not too bad. It's interesting, but it's just a little too pickly. I like how different it is, though. They are not scared to jump into the pickle flavor. But it is overwhelming, right? Too overwhelming, it seems. I'm gonna give it a 6. All right, so to end this segment of the video, we've got Very Berry Airheads Extremes. And I don't know if I'm just supposed to eat a bite of a strip here, and it's gonna be this mixed berry flavor. I've never had extreme Airheads before, but here we are. Oh boy, it's like a strip. We're at the strip club. Woo, woo, woo. All right. It's like mixed berry. It's good. Of course, when mixed berry is done right, it's always good. I'm assuming blue raspberry, strawberry, blackberry. Not a lot of bitter notes, though. Yeah, a little subtle, but I like it. 8 out of 10. So yeah, across the board, a lot of different opinions on that. But hey, 7-Eleven, keeping it fun this summer. All right, I thought I'd treat you to this one last thing. One more thing. So collabs are just a mock at 7-Eleven this summer. Just like they're everywhere. You started out with Drumstick and their ice cream cone. And man, oh man, the blue raspberry Slurpee ice cream cone, amazing. If you see that thing at 7-Eleven, grab it and just chow down, folks. Delicious. I probably should have included that in this video too. 10 out of 10. Mountain Dew has a new infinite swirl flavor. Very delicious. One of the best Mountain Dew flavors that you can get right now. Berry pineapple, 8.5. Go get it. Now, I don't think I'm going to love this, but we'll see. It's the cherry Twinkie. I will probably have uploaded the video, because I'm going to do an exclusive, short version of this for this Twinkie. But I will probably have already uploaded this with my opinion. So I like to talk a lot sometimes and talk about this crazy summer 7-Eleven's having. It's just awesome. But cherry Twinkies, inspired by the cherry Slurpee. So there's been blue raspberry Twinkies in the past, I believe, right? Can't remember last time they've done a cherry Twinkie, cherry filled Twinkie. But every time I get a flavored Twinkie, it just doesn't seem bold enough, right? The cream's not strong enough. It's always intriguing, but it's not enough. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. I mean, come on, can't knock it till you try it. And yeah, get these sponge cakes out. And okay, nicely baked. Okay. All right, and you can see on the bottom where it's got some pinkish, reddish filling. And we're gonna cut it in half. Do our best to cut it in half. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a bite. That's all you really need is one little bite to know. Definitely stronger than a lot of other renditions I've had of the Twinkie variations. A little bit artificial, but, well, absolutely artificial. But it's not bad. Like, you get a good cherry flavor that really sticks out pretty nicely. Not the best cherry thing you'll ever get. Not the best candied cherry thing ever. But it's solid. So I can appreciate the effort that they put into this. And really nice cherry on top to this video. So hopefully this video kind of directed you on what kind of snacks to get at 7-Eleven this summer. If not, I apologize, but got a nice long hot summer to enjoy, so plenty of snacks to go try. And once we hit August, though, I'm sure we'll see a lot of this phase out. Twinkie is too. And more new stuff, fall stuff. Yeah, you probably won't be ready and you'll be sweating, but you try and enjoy summer, June, July. So, yep, that's it. other than that, I'll see y'all around. Yay!